Our next set of questions deals with our trig function. So before we start solving this one, just a quick reminder of what they are. So we have so, ca, and toa, or sine of an angle equals opposite over hypotenuse, cosine of an angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and then tangent of an angle equals opposite over adjacent. And if you're wondering what is opposite, what is adjacent, what is hypotenuse, well, let's set up an example here. If this is x, the hypotenuse is always across from the 90-degree angle. That is guaranteed. Adjacent is always right next to the x. It's adjacent to the x, whatever the angle is. And then lastly, the furthest side away from the x, all the way across from it, that's the opposite. So that is a good way to remember O, H, and A. So in this example, we have 48 degrees as our angle. Opposite is 15. The hypotenuse is across from 90 degrees. So that is going to be our x value. So in order to solve this question, we need to use O and H. So that means the only one that uses O and H in its ratio is sine. So we're going to have sine of 48 degrees. Our opposite is 15. Our H is x there. Lastly, solve for x, something that we might be familiar with. Again, let's keep it consistent for this unit. We can cross multiply here. So we'll have 15 equals x times the sine of 48. And then we can go ahead and divide both sides by the sine of 48 to get x by itself. Last step, please make sure your calculator is in degrees and not in radians. We'll have 15 over the sine of 48, or 15 divided by the sine of 48. And that'll give us an answer of x equals 20.18 or 20.2. Again, we really don't want to be rounding here until that final step. So save sine of 48 again until that final step to get that x value. All right, and again, keep note here of our functions on the side there. Keep note of so, ca, to.